When I first got into guitar playing, I was heavily influenced by blues musicians. Primarily this guy, Jimi Hendrix. I was so infatuated with Jimi Hendrix at that time. Like, I started listening to the artists that he was inspired by. And next thing you know, I'm just balls deep in blues. Back then, I didn't understand tones. I didn't understand pedals or anything. I just loved the way Jimi Hendrix sounded, like his distortion. Not even the phaser or like the univibe that he used or anything like that. I just loved the tone of his guitar and the amp that he was using. And it wasn't until years and years later that I started discovering different distortions and different effect pedals. So my girlfriend at that time, when I first started playing guitar, her brother was like, "Oh, I heard you like Jimi Hendrix. Have you ever heard of SRV?" I was like, What? Ooh, SRV. He was a Texas blues musician. Jimi Hendrix was one of his favorite guitar players. And I mean, look, in my defense, I was totally new to the guitar game. I didn't know my ass from my elbow at that time. And even till this day, there's still a lot that I'm learning. SRV, dude. Texas Flood. Nope, nothing. So he turned me on to a couple of songs, and once I discovered SRV through my girlfriend's brother at the time, I went into another rabbit hole of a blues musician, a blues guitar player. One shoulder I got Jimmy, the other shoulder I got Stevie. I was hooked. I had to know what gear they were using. I loved that sound. Is it the guitars? Is it the amp? Did they take lessons? Anyways, I found out that Stevie used a distortion pedal called a tube screamer, which is like an overdrive. This was in 2006, I think. I was looking everywhere for a tube screamer and I couldn't find one. And it's not like today where, you know, you can just reach out to anybody online. Like, social media didn't really exist back then. I think MySpace had just started or something like that. The closest thing I could find with the help of my girlfriend's brother was the BBE Green Screamer. When I got my hands on that Green Screamer and jammed with it, I was disappointed. It didn't sound anything like how I imagined. It seemed like there was hardly any distortion. What kind of shit is this? I don't have that pedal anymore, but at that time it took me a while to get used to it and realize that it wasn't just the pedal and it wasn't just the amp that I was using. It was a lot of things, you know, like how they would push their amps to the limit. It also took me a while to understand that the tones were actually really in their fingers as well. I mean, I still don't know what that means. Years go by and I don't even remember what happened to that BBE Green Screamer. The only distortions that I remember having after that was the DS1 by Boss. Everything else was like a delay pedal or a reverb pedal. I remember using a lot of the distortion from my amps too as well. I had a Hot Rod DeVille. I had a PV amp. I had like a PV Tweed amp. I wonder if my buddy still has it. He's the one that painted that Jimi Hendrix picture over there for my 21st birthday. If he does still have it, I wonder if he'd sell it to me. That thing fucking cranked. I mean, these days now, I have fuzz after fuzz after fuzz, and I absolutely love it. But I don't have any overdrive pedals, other than that Supro that I recently just got from Sweetwater. Come to present day, and there's a new bitch in town. The Shroot by Fuzz Imp. No, this isn't a sponsored video. I just like it a lot. I had no idea that I needed this pedal. I had no idea that this was going to be my favorite overdrive pedal. It's not just an overdrive pedal though. No, it's more than that. It's yellow with Dwight Schrute on it. So we have our volume knob right here. This is our distortion or saturation. So the more we increase it, the more distorted or distortion we're gonna have. And then this is like it's like a tone knob, but it's not. I feel like it's more than just a tone knob. These all work together, and it's strange because I notice when I crank up the distortion and I adjust this, it can go from super crunchy and bright to almost heavy tone. This is a very versatile overdrive pedal because you can play different genres with this. Like if you want to go blues, you can play blues. If you want to play post-rock, you can play some post-rock. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and say this pedal is for everybody, everyone needs one, but this pedal is for me, and that's all that matters. I hope you found this video helpful or whatever. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.